My reflection in the mirror smiled back at me, but its grin was twisted and malevolent. It was a chilling sight that filled me with a sense of unease, leaving me questioning the nature of my own reflection and what sinister force might be lurking behind it. At first, I tried to dismiss it as a trick of the light or a figment of my imagination. But no matter how hard I tried to convince myself otherwise, the image in the mirror remained, its grin growing wider and more unsettling with each passing moment. I reached out a hand towards the mirror, my fingers trembling with fear, but the reflection remained unchanged, its eyes boring into mine with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. With a sense of trepidation, I stepped closer to the mirror, my heart pounding in my chest as I studied the twisted visage staring back at me. Who or what was this malevolent reflection, and why was it tormenting me in such a sinister manner? I tried to tear my gaze away from the mirror, to escape from the chilling sight that greeted me with every glance. But no matter where I turned, the reflection followed me, its twisted grin mocking me from every angle. Desperate for answers, I sought out the help of a local psychic, hoping that they could shed some light on the mysterious reflection. They arrived at my house armed with candles and incense, ready to confront whatever dark force lurked within the mirror. Together, we stood before the mirror, the air thick with anticipation as the psychic closed their eyes and began to chant incantations in a language I couldn't understand. And then, with a sudden burst of energy, the mirror began to shimmer and glow with an otherworldly light. I watched in awe as the reflection in the mirror shifted and changed before my eyes, transforming into a swirling vortex of darkness and shadow. And then, from within the depths of the mirror, a voice spoke, a voice that sent chills down my spine with its eerie familiarity. "Release me," the voice whispered, its words echoing through the room like a ghostly refrain. "Release me from this prison of glass and set me free." I recoiled in horror, my heart pounding in my chest as I realized the true nature of the reflection before me. It wasn't just a twisted image in the mirror, it was a trapped spirit, imprisoned within the glass by some dark and malevolent force. With a sense of determination, I reached out a hand towards the mirror, my fingers trembling with fear as I pressed them against the surface. And then, with a sudden burst of energy, the glass shattered into 1,000 pieces, the shards falling to the ground with a deafening crash. And there, standing amidst the wreckage, was the spirit of a young woman, her form bathed in an ethereal light as she stared at me with hollow eyes. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice filled with gratitude, "for setting me free at last." I nodded, my heart pounding in my chest as I watched the spirit fade away into the darkness, leaving me alone with the shattered remains of the mirror. And though the ordeal had been terrifying, I knew that I had done the right thing, for the sake of my own sanity and the peace of the tormented spirit trapped within the glass. From that day on, I avoided mirrors altogether, unable to shake the memory of the twisted reflection that had haunted me for so long. But though the ordeal may have been over, I knew that the memory would linger with me for the rest of my days, a reminder of the thin veil that separates the world of the living from the world of the dead.